click connect. Special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
You're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
Zoinks, Craig! I don't know
Look who's here!
Oh my God! Oh, can you get me a Scooby snack?
Yes, here. Here, we got it in the case for you. Take one out.
Thanks. Oh my God! What time is it?
It's time for a Halloween audit.
Hey everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit. The only thing more frightening than Halloween is watching this program for the entire hour. I'm Glenn Hausman, that's Craig Sullivan, and that's our special guest, Jess Janis. How are you today?
Hey.
All right, I hate to start looking at my text messages. I'm already bored by this. Dave says his bus is not on time. Shocker!
Oh.
Shocker!
Ooh.
I know. I'm glad he made sure to wait until after the show began to warn us about
Please
that. But
tell him to do the costume change, not on the air.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to see that.
And
Nobody.
not on the bus. We don't want him arrested today.
Well, if he does it on the bus, make sure he films it. He hands his cell phone over to somebody to film that. Okay?
Hey, listen, it's about time we went viral, don't you think? So,
for all the wrong reasons, absolutely.
Hey, you know what they say? All news, all press is good press, right? So anything you do to get people interested in this show, even if it means sacrificing Dave's dignity, I mean, he did it years ago.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah.
It's not us, it's him. We're good.
I know. So big happy Halloween to you guys out there. Hope everyone's having a great time as we slide ourselves into the Halloween weekend. I want to thank the good folks at the True Hotel Lancaster, where I am, for having no knowledge that I'm here or doing this show and not having a problem with not knowing.
You're in Lancaster, LA?
California?
Oh my God.
No, I'm in Pennsylvania, Lancaster.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So that's fun. I mean, I'm like, why stay home? You know, I might as well go. I'm psyched because I'm going to go see my son at a concert tonight. Do I go dressed in full shaggy regalia? Curious as to what you guys think out there. I mean, I'm embarrassing enough dressed in street clothes. I wonder if I could really up it for him by going like this.
Those college kids might think you're one of them.
Yeah. They might invite you back to a dorm party.
That's a good idea. Now that would be a good movie. You know,
Glenn does a dorm party. Yes, that'd be good.
Man, I remember being in college. You go to that college bar. You know, it was the Cellar quarter pitcher night, and there'd always be that guy there that was way too old, and you're like, what is going on with this thing over here? So. I don't think I want to be. I don't want to be that. I've got a new shtick though. I always want to seem like the youngest, so I'm gonna go crash the autumn living party tonight. So
get there in time for the Jello, Glenn.
Yeah, everyone's firmly over 70. They're like, yeah, I love that guy. He's got teeth. So I think that'll be fun.
You're like, you guys have 20 years on me. What are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to say you.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, I love Halloween, but I got to tell you, I'm so terrible about doing the costumes on Halloween. I always get psyched out about it. I think too much about it, and then what winds up happening is I'm like, oh, I'll just do it next year, and then I don't. So I'm proud of myself that I actually got my act together to go to the Spirit Halloween place and plunk down my cash for an actual costume this year instead of making some half-assed excuse.
Outstanding, Glenn.
Well, and I had asked for this, this episode to be costume probably back in February or March. I'm like, let's all do Halloween costumes. And then it was like, we're going to come in theme. We're going to be leprechauns. And I'm not even a leprechaun. I'm kind of close. Yeah. Craig's costume didn't show up. You're closer than Craig is.
I couldn't do that because it would be, if I wore it, I'd be considered culturally insensitive. So I'm not allowed to.
That's right. I can do it.
And I'm coming back. I'm coming back from Ireland, so the theme is kind of still going. I really love little people. I think they're fantastic. Leprechauns are magical. I think so. My costume, I can't even show it all. I have a tutu and
you can stand up.
I don't know.
You have plenty of cord for your head.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're not doing a whole episode. But anyway, come on, this is so fun. But there is a way next time that we can do masks and all.
You know what? One of my favorite movies growing up was I think it was Sean Connery's first starring role, Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It was on all the time on cable. I think it was they just went between that and Beastmaster back and forth. You know?
Exactly. That, and there was a Steve McQueen movie, a Western, where he was supposed to be half Native American that played all the time. But, when the producers of James Bond saw that movie with Connery in it, they did not want to hire him. And it really took people at the distribution side at the studio to convince them to hire Connery after seeing Darby O'Gill and the Little People. I think it's a great movie. I love it.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize, I didn't realize when I first saw it that it came first. And I was like, oh, James Bond did that thing.
Yep.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
So Glenn, as a youngster,
yeah,
what was your favorite thing about Halloween? And we'll have Jess follow up with her favorite story.
My favorite Halloween costume stories.
Yeah.
We came up in the age where you made your own costumes and stuff like that. And my mom was more of the artist type, so she would always do fun stuff with different costumes and stuff like that. And I didn't appreciate it at the time. I was such a little bitch about it that all I wanted was the cheap Toys R Us costume with the Luke Skywalker mask and stuff like that. That made me happy because anything Star Wars related when I was in my single digits was the best.
There you go. Jess, what's your favorite story?
So
what's your favorite
My
costume?
mom was similar. My mom made all of our costumes. And, back then you're like, no, I want to go to the store and buy one. But my mom was like, my brother was ultra creative with what he wanted to be, right? I want to be Sir Francis Drake or whatever from Princess Bride one year. And he, or what Sir Pirate Roberts was what it was, right? Yeah. And she did that. That was great. One year he wanted to be Jack in the Box, and she actually blew up the balloon, shaded it, and he did the jet, with the suit. The best one, which I had the picture somewhere, and he's dead afraid that I'm going to expose it. He was Homie D. Clown.
Oh, you remember that, Glenn?
Yeah. I have the picture, and he is a Newport Beach fireman.
Yeah.
And he goes, that can't get out. I'm like, no, that can't get out. That'll get me in trouble. That picture will get anybody in trouble. Yeah. Cancel culture. But it was the best costume because my mom made it. He had the wig with it shaved down the middle, all the things. And my brother's like, but Mom, homie was black. And my mom's like, oh, I can fix that.
Oh, God.
Homie, don't play that.
No.
But he had the sock, all the things. And it was she made this from scratch and it was perfect. The shiny clown costume, the sock with the balls in it, all the things.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing. Every costume she did for him, it was wow, you outdid yourself. But that one's funny now as the whole cancel culture thing went through. And he was 10 years old. Nobody knew the difference back then. But the ladies in the neighborhood, they're like, dear, what are you? People who didn't watch In Living Color had zero clue.
Oh, I love it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that show was on when I was in college. It came around at the perfect time. It really kind of reinvented comedy for our generation, which was
it was
pretty awesome.
Comedy online, and on TV back then was great when they came back. It was and it did great for stand-up comedy as well.
Yeah, and I remember when I was in college, everyone took Halloween so damn seriously when I was in college. So maybe now that I'm thinking about it, not that this is the Friday night, psychological help hour. But now that I'm thinking of it, I'm wondering if maybe the extreme pressure. Now I'm starting to sound like Shaggy just talking.
Shaggy!
Now I'm wondering if the extreme pressure of having to come up with a costume to go party in Georgetown, every year, where there was like a big Halloween gathering, just stressed me out so much. I've been silently rebelling against costumes for the last 30 years. So I'm gonna think about that.
We're gonna make you feel bad, Glenn. You have no alcohol in your
No.
hotel.
No.
So we're just gonna show you what we have while you drink your water.
Some pure life
water.
I do want to say it's not the hotel's fault. There's I think it's relatively new, and there's a big sign that they've applied for a license.
I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming you for not preparing on your drive-in and stopping.
That's right. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You're responsible for your own behavior.
My problem was I bought the beer, but I just drank it on the way here. So
all right, kids, you don't drink and drive.
No.
This isn't a public service announcement.
No, but I was in the generation where people discovered that that's not a good thing.
And then some.
Yeah. So what are you guys drinking tonight?
We've got Vue Champagne and Chambord.
Yes, Craig asked what I wanted. I said bubbles, and he delivered in a big way.
Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Perfect Friday afternoon in Newport Beach.
Jess is one of our favorite people. She's, not on the show often enough, but she's a big supporter of mine. And she's part of our California Lodging Investment Conference. So I said, what would you like to drink? And she said, bubbles. And done.
Yes. So this has been on my calendar since like March. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
I know. And, we've been, Craig and I have been busy planning our costumes since that day.
Yes.
And then, at 10:30 this morning, I made a choice to actually do something about it. Yeah.
And Craig might have pants on or might not, just so you guys just kidding. He's got shorts on.
I wouldn't count on. I
I think it's Craig. We already know the answer to that. There's a reason why I'm going zoinks.
Yes. No, there was and it was funny. It was 4 weeks ago, I sent Jess a text with a picture of a costume. I said, what do you think of this? She goes, I love it. I said, okay, great. I ordered it that day, and it never showed up.
So China didn't ship it in time.
Yeah, well, that or it's in Mexico or someplace. Who knows?
Well, the good news is Craig's got his 2024 costume all squared away early. So that's nice.
It's all set.
Or you can wear it for your intro at Click for the first time.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought I'd wear a tux. I really thought I might do a tux next year for Click. So
make the first night fancy.
Yeah.
Is that because you already have it and you had to wear it recently? So you're like, No,
that one went back. I wasn't happy with that one. So yeah, I'm gonna actually go to another place that I'm not gonna mention because they're not a sponsor. Hey, you want to throw some dinero our way? We'll be more than glad to plug your tuck shop, but otherwise, no. And hey,
because we're both known for our sartorial choices. So
that's right. That's right. And if you happen to be a German auto manufacturer with a really hot sports car, I'd be more than glad to drive that as long as we're being sponsored by you guys.
Speaking of, did I see a new German sports car out front? It's different than the last one I saw.
This is the original one.
Oh, that's the original one. Okay.
Yeah. The other one I sold, and I made a lot of money on that one. I leased that car, and I was offered so much money for it. I think maybe it cost me $10,000 for 3 years.
Sweet.
And I went,
a car that doesn't cost you money. I love that.
You want to buy it? You got it. So, yeah.
I'm looking for a kid that doesn't cost me money. So tell me how to do that next.
I'm working on that one.
You do what I do. You just limit their food intake, and you just
feed them.
And just try to deprive them of most of the essentials.
Don't let them play sports.
I wanted them to suffer, so I cut the internet back to like 2002. So they had DSL. So it was great. It was like doot, 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 for all of their pictures downloading. That's how I'd like to torture them a little bit.
Oh my God, you're terrible. You're terrible.
I know.
That
I hope CPS
that is
isn't listening.
mental torture, you know?
I'm just kidding. No children were denied access to the internet in my house.
My children. More than just dog kibble.
Kibble and bits. What was the bits? I ain't telling.
That's too funny. So I love that we all had these fun costumes and stuff like that growing up. But what are some of the ones that like you've seen out there that are really cool? It's like one of the cool things is you see all these Comic-Con type events and people get really into it and they do such things in such detail. I worked with this dude Andrew. Hey Andrew, hope you're doing all right. And he would create all of these awesome costumes. And he did what was that? The robot from Futurama. I'm forgetting the name of it.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Yeah, and it looked so freaking amazing, and it's just so much fun to see when people can express art in that kind of a way, as opposed to just buying something from the store. All right, hold on. Gonzo says, "What am I watching?" Of course, you're watching Friday Night Audit. How did you not know?
Hi, Gonzo.
Whoa!
Oh!
Dave!
What was that?
Hey, Fox, how are you, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Good.
Mario.
I'm Mario. Dad's Bowser. For
Dad's not in a hot dog stand?
Dad, where's your Bowser costume? Like, show us the head.
I like
that. That's Fox hitting the coins that Mario hits.
There we go.
All right, you made it.
Nice. Nice. I think you've got laundry behind you need to do, David.
So, unfortunately, the bus ride home today was atrocious, so that's why my sound might be a little bit off. I didn't have time to set up my gear, so I'm running with the computer volume. Otherwise, I'd have been even later. But I'm going to take some wild guesses at who we are, because I didn't even see the top of the show, because it took me an hour and a half on the bus to get home.
Good luck guessing me.
Glenn, you're going to look, I'm guessing you're Shaggy, but you really look like a middle-aged housewife that had just dyed her hair red. Glenn,
you gotta eat your vegetables. Come on.
Yes, obviously you're a leprechaun of some sort. You're
basically in the female fashion.
You're basically celebrating St. Patrick's Day in October.
Mm-hmm.
And
because I'm backwards.
Then Craig, are you burglarizing a house?
No, I'm the Pirate King, and I have Coin of the Realm too.
Got it.
Pirate booty. Loot.
Oh, we lost Glenn.
Right here, baby.
Oh no! Oh, he's back.
Bowser.
Yeah.
All right, so Mario, go back to your room and hang out there until the event.
I'm not Mario.
Bye, Fox.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Fox, you've got the most beautiful curls, buddy.
We have
You got the best head of hair. Bye, Fox. Good seeing you, buddy.
We have the say bye, Mr. Glenn too.
Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Craig.
Yes, sir.
Craig.
Yes, sir.
Why do you always live in California?
Because he loves paying taxes here.
I'm about to say he's a masochist.
I love paying. Well, you know what? You guys pay more real estate taxes than we do, unless we lose Prop 13.
California is way too far.
We may pay too much in gas. I don't know what you pay, but you know what? It's the never-ending summer and the beautiful sunsets, and I can walk around here in a t-shirt and shorts all year round.
But Fox, you've got the cold weather coming and beautiful leaves, so you got
That's
that
true.
going.
Although today it's beautiful, it's like almost 80 degrees today.
It looks.
And it's going to be 80 tomorrow.
Nice.
So,
good for you guys.
All right, I'll come get you. So we have Fox's
global warming.
Yeah. What do you have for them?
We have the Everscream event tonight at his school. It's his first year there. So they had like a little get together, a little haunted house for the kids, some candy stuff. So we're excited. We're going to go. He's already got his costume nice and dirty because he's been wearing it for the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
Do they try to scare them there for real?
I mean, I doubt it. Maybe a little bit, but I'm sure it's not much.
So out here, Glenn, I know we kind of talked about this earlier, but like, what does Southern California do with Halloween? One of the big things the teenagers love to do here is Not Scary Farm, right? Like one of the amusement parks
Yep.
here, they totally transform it to where the whole place is blacked out dark, and they've got zombies and creatures everywhere jumping out to scare just the crap out of you. Like even as an adult, it's wild, right? As a kid, I'd always go, you go on the rides, it's pitch black. So a couple of years ago, I took my son to an event with a client that a friend of mine took us, and we got the whole back of house tour where we got to see them getting into costume.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And it was fantastic to see it from the other angle to where you're not like, oh, who's gonna jump out of this corner and make me pee my pants. And then they'd like walk us to the front of the 2-hour line to get on Ghost Rider. Like it was awesome, but like the kids love that. Like they buy their tickets well in advance.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing.
Is that like
That's a great thing. And I think the people at Knott's really have a better time scaring the adults than they do the teenagers or the small kids.
Oh, they'll walk up behind you and creep for a while and then just go, like,
Yeah.
it's awful. Like, I don't know, not my thing, but it's fun for the kids.
Don't forget that we have, it sounds very similar to Fright Fest out in Six Flags. But Glenn, have you promoted the show that we're going to have on Tuesday for actual Halloween yet?
I didn't mention it at all.
That goes into the plug section, just like that picture I sent you, Dave.
No, but it's connected to the conversation, so we get a legal free pass on this one, baby.
No.
So, in line with being scared at an event. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Philadelphia, there is a place in the middle of Philadelphia called Eastern State Penitentiary, which was a former penitentiary. Who would have thought?
Really?
And so,
Did you get out of there okay?
Al Capone was there. There's a lot of people there. I did escape, but they don't know where I am now. But they do year-round tours of the penitentiary. It's a creepy place in regular time, but for 32 nights in Halloween, they turn it into this big haunted house where they have ghouls and goblins and clowns and all these various scary productions and other things as well. But check out the show on Tuesday. We did a pre-recorded episode with the GM of that event. Really, really cool. A lot of great video, a lot of great visual collateral to show the detail that goes into that. It's not just, your mom and pop Halloween place. This is, what would they say, Glenn? Like 3 hours of makeup work every single night?
For some of the characters. Yeah.
So it's a big event. Check it out. Go if you're in the area because it's really frightening. You're in this old, broken down penitentiary, and there you go, Glenn on the spot.
Nice. Look at that, producer Glenn.
It's amazing what you do when you put a red wig on him, and he actually does some work.
I know. Yeah, I'm doing something.
Glenn, you should be there in a costume and do a segment.
I know, right?
We talked about that already, actually, about doing a show next year. As we go through the haunted house, we're going to stick a GoPro on Glenn's head and let him go through the show.
Maybe we should do a special Friday night audit. I'll fly out. Jessica
We
can
talked
come
about
with
it.
us.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jess will come with me, and all four of us will go.
That sounds fun.
Matter of fact, we should make it 5, and you should bring Fox with you. Ouch.
Yeah, thanks,
I'm not
Dave.
bringing Fox. I'm not bringing Fox to that event. He'll never speak again.
Craig will carry him through the whole thing. He
Yeah,
just
be glad to.
volunteered.
Not a problem. You ride on Uncle Craig's
One
shoulder.
of two things is going to happen, or possibly two of two things. He's going to be terrified. He's going to be terrified. I'm never going to sleep again. Or two, and either end or two, he's going to punch people because he's a violent little creature, and we're going to kick out. Either way, I lose.
Not till you
He's
go
a
to court.
violent little
Not
creature.
till you go to court.
Yeah,
He's a
I hear
violent-
you. My dad used to do shit to freak me out like that. So the movie that scared me the most growing up was Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Not the 1950s version, but the 1977, 78 version with
Leonard Nimoy?
Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy, all those
Yeah.
folks, right? Super effing creepy. Scared the hell out of me. I couldn't sleep. So what did my dad do? He went out and he started like buying watermelons, like placing them next to my bed while I was asleep, so I'd wake up and see them. There.
My beautiful wife Annie did a great one. It wasn't even for Halloween. It was just because by accident.
Yeah.
She was a young child and growing up in the Dominican Republic at the time. and she would wear this. She's a young kid, and she would wear this white nightgown. And so,
As a young child, I don't know if you want to repeat this, okay?
no, it was a nightgown. It was a white nightgown. There's nothing wrong with that. So, one night around midnight, she decided she wanted to go outside and swing on the swing. Well, for those of you who have been to the Dominican Republic, it's not like California or New York where you have a lot of light pollution, right? A lot of the light at night is coming from the moon. So she's outside at midnight in a white nightgown swinging on the swing. Her mom looks out the window, does not see a note swinging on the swing. She sees a ghost swinging on the swing. And freaked her out.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. And the older we get, we can't see far.
Oh
so it just
God.
looks like something like floating. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah.
I used to do this event in Maui for Halloween, and it was my annual costume party and boo bash. And it started out with 6 of us year one, and by the time I finally pulled the plug on it, we had 50 people. We were in Hawaii for a week. Okay, so it was surfing, scuba diving.
Cool.
We rented every Harley on the island. It was hiking in the bamboo rainforest, and then Halloween day we would leave South Maui, go to Kaanapali, check into a resort there, and then it was dinner and Front Street in Lahaina at the time, where it was shut down to vehicular traffic from 3 p.m. to midnight, and it was just like the best costumes ever. But as the night went on and the alcohol and a few other illegal substances started coming through, you'd start seeing clothes flying off of people.
So we
everywhere.
had Lorraine just say she has a beach towel. Is that because her clothes were off and she had to take a beach towel?
That was it.
All right.
was
I don't
it.
know who Lorraine is, but she just made a
It
comment.
was Durain. Not
Oh,
Lorraine.
Durain.
That was
Oh.
Durant. That was Durant.
Sorry, I don't see
Yes.
again. Old lady,
Yes.
I don't see.
But one year I love going to Hollywood Costume because they rent to the studios, and I'll get a full costume there. When my son was small, I went out and got a lieutenant commander dress white naval uniform and took him out for Halloween when we lived up in the hills above Glendale.
Yeah.
And then for Maui one year I did a pirate, and this is before Pirates of the Caribbean came out. And the year that Pirates of the Caribbean came out, I actually won a Sammy.
You mean the movie, not the theme park?
Right.
Okay. Just check it.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, first one. So I went to Sammy Hagar one year. I had this blonde wig. I cut the beard off, just had the goatee. I had a Cabo Wabo t-shirt. I had red board shorts and red black checkered Van shoes and red sunglasses. And,
So good.
bopping
What can you
around.
be next year? Your hair will be down to like here.
No,
like,
it'll be gone by
Are you
this time
shaving?
next year. I'm not shaving, but
let's have a shave party.
no. What Glenn and I are talking about doing, we just haven't really fleshed it out yet, is we might do a GoFundMe with the proceeds going to the American Cancer Society so that they can cut the ponytail off and donate it as a wig.
When do you
which
think that's going to be?
I love that.
Well, if I hold off till the conference, and whoever bids the most amount of money, if we do this GoFundMe page,
Yeah.
they get to come up on stage with Glenn and I, and they get to cut
why
off the
not
ponytail.
to change it to a live thing at the end of it, like for last minute?
Yeah, I
Like,
bet you people
in,
will.
I think people in the room,
Yeah.
like have them after some
Yeah.
cocktails, bit it up.
Glenn has to protect me because of cocktails and somebody I don't want them digging the scissors. I will have my hairstylist.
So you don't want Dave or me around then?
No, I want you around.
No. Yeah, no, you need to turn it into a live auction at the end. Like have
Yeah.
it be like bid it up
Yeah.
and GoFundMe, but then at the end,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm in. I'll help raise money.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Ed's gonna wear his Spider-Man
Amy!
costume off the roof.
Hi, Amy.
Oh, that's
Ed.
fun.
Ed wears
I love when
Spider-Man.
Ed shows up. Ed's fun.
Ed's great. Ed's a lot of fun. So is Amy.
My favorite question today. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. Craig, why do you live in California? Love it.
Yeah.
I love. Did you bait him with that question or like?
No, he paid him. He didn't bait him. He
wish-
paid
I
him.
wish- I wish I had that much foresight. I would have.
Like, that
that
was
was a great
genius.
question. I just don't think that far in advance.
I love California.
Tremendous
I'm
question.
an ambassador here, so yeah, I love it.
Yesterday, I attended the California hotel conference or whatever they were
Yep.
calling it in San Diego.
CHLA,
Craig didn't make it, so I held the flag for him. But Lynn got up there and talked about like everything bad that's going on
Makes
with
sense.
legislation. It was really sad. So we'll leave it at that.
See,
This is such a better thing to
See,
talk
that's
about.
it. I mean, and Glenn, you know this. I've been bending your ear for weeks now. With Click Connect, we did 2 episodes.
Whoa,
on San
whoa, whoa! I'm so
Francisco.
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Craig. We have an appearance from Casper, the friendly ghost.
Oh.
A ghost?
Where?
Oh,
There's
Hey.
baby Glenn Craig.
I told you she was a ghost in the middle of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, scaring the crap out of her mom at midnight.
I love it. I love
Big
it.
fan. We don't
How
have
are
much-
you, Annie?
Ghost in the
How
Good.
are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Good to see you.
How are
It's been
you?
way too long.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Which one?
Okay, so
Come
are
on,
we
come on.
Shaggy from
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo?
you got it.
Got it.
You're Scooby Snack.
All right, well,
Very healthy choice of getting McDonald's for dinner for us.
I sure am. Mother of the year over here.
Who's getting
Yeah.
the Big Mac?
Who's gonna get Big Mac?
Me.
All right.
Nice.
There you go.
What are you getting, Browser Day?
I will be getting chicken nuggets and French fries.
Oh
Nice.
my God.
There's nothing, McDonald's French fries clutch. I'm not a big fan of their burgers because, I like a nice big fat juicy burger. Basically, McDonald's burgers, In-N-Out burgers, kind of on par. So I stay with the chicken.
In-N-Out burgers are much better.
Okay, so in San Clemente, I love In-N-Out. We have a place called Burger Junkies that is amazing. Just it's one location. It was like when we didn't have In-N-Out in San
Yeah, yeah.
Clemente where I live. Burger Junkies was it. I loved it. In-N-Out moved in across the street. And this poor man, like local business owner, is like struggling now. Makes
Did
me
he-
that's
are, they,
a shame.
are they still around?
Yes, and I go there over In-N-Out unless like he's not open.
Good
All
for
right.
you.
How far
There's
is that?
Place in Costa Mesa. Wedge Burger? Same
Oh,
thing.
you know what?
One
Here, so
person.
Dave, if you come in for Click, which I'm
Yes.
assuming you'll be
I
there,
will
this
be.
year,
Yes.
I will bring it up with me when I come up the first night.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
hey.
I'll bring a tray of them. That's what I'll do.
Glenn, we got to
Corning
film that.
sponsored Burger Junkies.
Yeah. We got to film that.
Annie,
Gotta put it on the show.
Annie has to know if any of you guys have had what?
I think it's called Zanku Chicken. Or
Yeah,
something like
Zanku Chicken is a California deal, right? We don't have it
I've
over.
never heard. I've never
I
heard of
I
it.
don't eat chicken.
about
What are you
it.
talking about? You've never heard of Zanku Chicken?
I've never
that's-
heard of it.
No,
All right,
I
this
don't
is
either.
ridiculous. This is
Oh,
insane.
you two Californians never heard of it.
Oh my
Well, I
god!
don't eat chicken, first of all. Okay?
I grew up eating
I had to eat chicken every Friday
You don't
night.
every
You don't eat
night. My
chicken?
parents only made chicken.
Really?
And
Oh
like
my
they
God.
the neighbors used to make a joke like, why did the chicken cross the road? And they're like, to get to the Janice house. Because that's all my mom like would make.
I keep hearing about it. Now I have to have it, of course. So I gotta go to California just for that.
Well,
Look at
come on
that.
out.
New York Times.
Oh, it's
one
in
of Los
LA.
Angeles'
I
most
don't ever
revered
go to
restaurants.
LA.
Look at all these locations.
Yes, you do, Alice.
I go to LA for Alice and like maybe LA football.
I think you've got them
games.
in backwards.
I've been
Over the
gearing
ear.
up to try
One
Jollibee.
says right.
All right, Annie's saying bye. She has to get us the very nutritious meal.
Annie,
Bye.
great to see you. Love you. Take care.
And it's because of cooking like this why I look like Bowser.
Did you see David's super lazy costume? He always does this. He puts on a hoodie and then steals the show. Like I have a whole mushroom hat because I'm
Go
on
get
a
it real
hoodie.
quick. Go get it real quick. And go get it real quick. You got to. She's gonna get her costume. So we're gonna be a Mario family.
That's
Bring
right.
back-
Well, Dave, you're having McDonald's for dinner, but I had Burger King for lunch. I haven't had that in a really long time.
Are you okay? Do you feel all right?
Yeah, man.
Which one is better, Burger King or the trash can chicken?
I'm
Remember
sure
our
trash
trash
can
can chicken video?
Yeah.
Now, Annie wants to know: do you guys remember? Oh, hold on. Put your head down so they can
Wait,
see
you
it.
have to move it. There we go.
Nice. I love that.
It was
Yes. Dave should have that hat on.
You made costumes. You stole the show.
I did.
All right, bye.
Do you remember the 1974 movie called Beyond the Door? I do not. It was like The Exorcist, but an adult, freaking scary.
I was going to say it's an adult film, and it is BD, Before Dave.
Like
I
adult
remember
film.
Beyond the
as in-
Green Door with Marilyn Chambers, but
Silly me. Silly me.
So the CRELC
Yeah, this is interesting.
Filmmakers Forum, great name. There are two different Zanku chicken family disputes. So there's a family dispute causing two chicken shacks. So they're not all alike, but same name and logo. There has to be some kind of.
Well, I will say I can relate to that.
Was
as
that
somebody
Arnie
who knows
Garfinkel?
Ray's
His all-girl
Pizza,
band?
original Ray's Pizza, and famous Ray's Pizza in New York, all competing against each other like that.
Was that
That's
Arnie
like,
Garfinkel
that's like-
just
that's like,
chimed in?
That's
What's
like, what's it called?
Adidas and Nike? No,
who
Adidas
the hell's
and Puma. Sorry.
Grimaldi's.
Marriott and Hill?
Grimaldi's Pizza in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Uh,
That place is
the original owner of Grimaldi's sold Grimaldi's, took the money, opened up Juliana's Pizza right next door to Grimaldi's.
Hey, you know what? At Arnie Garfinkel, who has the best pizza? Come on, Arnie. Key
In
in that
California?
answer. Yeah. Globally, who has
I'll
the
say
best?
Pizzeria Uno's.
No.
Yeah, as you should. As
Well,
you-
yeah, you should. You should.
Hey, reach out to me if you're interested in adding a Pizzeria Uno's to your hotel. Turn that downside.
Hey, that's a
F&B
good
into Rock
idea.
Center. Reach out
That's
to
a
me, baby.
very good idea.
I
Do
don't
they
know.
ghost
I
kitchen
don't-
there
Do you
too?
want to fill me in
yeah,
on the
they're
background
doing
on
stuff
that,
like that.
Glenn? Do
What's that?
you want to fill me in the background?
Baronis. Very good,
yeah,
Arnie.
I'm working as a strategic advisor with Pizzeria Uno's, helping
Oh,
them
so they
get
pay you.
into,
Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
get into the hotel business. Yeah.
I like it. They
Unfortunately-
pay you.
Thank you for filling me in. On that.
Unfortunately, they just pay me in pizza, so you know.
I was
I'm
gonna say, all they
eating
do
a
is
whole
pay him in
lot of pizza.
pizzas.
I don't know. I like thin crust. I don't like.
Wait a minute, Glenn. If they pay you in pizza dough, then you can use that pizza oven that you got to go with your Traeger.
That's a really good idea. And I just want to let Jess know they do have a thin crust pizza, and it's delicious.
Oh, I need to try it then. I'm in.
Will you be opening Pizza Uno's in the House
Resort Pool Club Smokehouse Dispensary, Brewery, and Pizzeria Uno's? Yes.
Not on the West Coast.
on the 2.0, as we're saying?
No,
Yeah, dude, I really should.
no, it'll be a Baronis.
So San Clemente used to have a great New York pizza joint called La Rocco's. The best pizza ever. I
Yep.
loved it. It was like, wow, we actually have New York style pizza in San Clemente, smallest town ever. Husband and wife get a divorce, and it got ugly, and they had to shut it down.
Gone.
Now I don't have I'm still trying to find the best pizza option.
You have to go to Thousand Oaks, and it's called Baronis.
That's a long way away.
It is. Now they used to have a great
I
restaurant
don't like leaving Orange
in
County.
Toluca Lake.
I know.
I ate there all the time.
Okay.
See,
Oh my
that goes
God.
back to the original question of why do you live in California? Guess what?
California?
I got 10 pizza shops that are all good within 2 miles of me.
It's so true. I was just thinking the exact same thing. And we also have we have more bagel shops and pizza parlors.
Okay,
than,
you
anyone
really
in the
want to
country.
get me going on the shitty bagels in California again,
No,
Glenn?
we already
Okay.
know they're shitty.
It's the water. We don't have good water out here.
But listen, I've said this, and I've said
No,
this
we
in
have
the
great
before,
water. We just don't have
and I stand by this
place
statement.
with lime
You will find per
iron.
per capita or per square mile, or whatever you want to call it, much better and more consistent pizza shops in the outer boroughs and the suburbs than you will in Manhattan. By far, hands down, no question. Do not go to Manhattan to get a good slice of pizza. You have to go either to Brooklyn, some places in the Bronx, or come to the outer boroughs, Westchester, North Jersey, or Long Island.
And where are you, Bowser Dave?
I am
Bowser Dave.
in North Jersey with roots to Westchester. So I know all the good pizza places in both areas. And there are plenty of them around right down the street from each other. And on top of that, because of the competition, unlike our California Craig pizza that we had when me and Fox went out there that cost like $30, it's only about $13 around me for a nice big 16-inch pie. So
It's an $8 a gallon back
Oh
there.
my god,
is
I
it?
almost paid $7 a gallon the other day.
Oh my God.
it's $3.23 by me.
Yeah. And our illustrious governor, who I have sort of supported in years
No,
past.
you did not.
I did. I thought he did an okay job. Now, just by saying he did an okay job,
He
That-
smiles
that's
good
it.
on camera. That's
yeah, he
what you
does.
meant.
He does, and the slick back hair really looks good. But this $1.12 gas tax that he's fucking started, okay, not happy about that. That's another
Is that what it is,
$1.12
$1.12?
on top of everything
I'm
that
gonna
we're
move
paying
over
right
here
now. The other thing that he's doing is he is trying to gut Prop 13. See my shows on that with Eric Paulson.
Hey,
I
that's-
I
thought I-
invited
I thought I was
Governor
gonna get
Newsom to be on the
backslapped
show.
right
Can we, can't we just talk about Halloween stuff again?
Yes, yes.
So what is what is going to be the cost of my Uber ride from LAX to wherever the hell Click 7 is?
Oh, it's gonna be $120.
$200.
Who's
There you
picking
go.
me up? Someone's picking me up. Come on.
I have a guy that's a lot cheaper than
Yeah,
that. I'll
I'll-
get you a good car service guy.
Yeah, we'll get you a
Drives
good
Tesla.
Yeah, Jess will set it up and I'll pay for it. Bowser.
Boom, Dave Bowser.
So I didn't hear what was said because Mario walked out and was distracting
You
me.
should have. You just offered to pay for your car.
Foxy Mario.
I'm not Mario.
Foxy Mario.
Mario.
Foxy Mario.
No,
Foxy Mario.
I don't even have my hat.
But you
Oh.
still are
Oh,
Mario.
no,
It's Halloween.
Mario.
Look at that hair. You and my son had the best curly hair.
Go back inside.
Oh, McDonald's had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Sometimes that sound.
He's
that
also
sounds
in
plays
trouble.
my head.
You don't see it by this. He's also in trouble right now. Why? Because he's a
Looked like
violent
he
little
grew up
creature.
as Wiggy.
So go back inside.
Can you read to me, please?
Later. Go back inside.
Please.
No Foxy
Come on,
Mario.
David, read-
Not right
read
now,
to him.
Foxy.
Come on.
Unmute him. Unmute him.
Bowser doesn't know how to read.
I want you to help me.
Go back inside.
Foxy
We'll read for
later.
Timothy.
Bye, Fox.
So, Dave, is Foxa aware of the Super Nintendo world at Universal Hollywood and coming
Universal has it? I thought it wasn't made yet.
The 11 show.
in Hollywood? It's open in California. It's going to be open in the summer 25 in Florida.
Yeah, he's not aware of that yet. I did hear about it. I don't know. I'm sure if he's still really into Mario at that point, we'll be out there.
Yeah, I don't think you ever outgrow Mario. You know?
Listen. He has his Nintendo Switch, and we just bought the new Mario Wonder game, which came out 7 days ago. It's fantastic. I was playing it last night for a few hours.
Really?
It is fantastic. It's a game of the year front runner. The gameplay is awesome. It's very in this the similar tradition of the side scroller that the old Mario used to be, with some obviously modern twists and modern graphics and whatnot. But I am having a great time playing it. But I've played the old Mario. I played the old Mario on the mini SNES that they brought out. That game was hard, and what people don't realize, these games.
Next topic.
These games, not only do they only give you 3 or 4 lives. If you die,
Right.
you got to start again. You can't just have a save. So it's really, really hard to get through these games.
I didn't do it. Craig does it. I didn't even know these things did that. What this does. This is
Don't worry, Jess. If I could drop only half the screen, I would just drop Craig's side. But unfortunately, I can't. Don't worry.
I just learned that this board in front of me does stuff. Like I
Yeah,
could be a
that's crazy.
DJ right now.
You could. You could.
Is your soundboard set up too, Glenn, or no?
What was that? I got the
He doesn't have
soundboard
it.
here.
Do you travel with it?
I traveled today with it because I was in the car. It was easy for me. It was easy for me to do when I was driving here.
Will you have it in Vegas when we're in Vegas together?
I may or may not bring the whole gear kit with me because I do have to do a Friday night audit from there, and I've got a couple of interviews that I think are going to come through that are caliber
that?
deserving me to schlep this stuff.
Can we
What is
do an
that?
on the spot at Area 15 if I can set up something?
Yeah, I mean, I could totally set something up with that, or we could just film something with my my phone and 2 lav mics or something.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
When is that?
End of November.
last week of November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, Dave, what is Fox going to have at McDonald's?
Probably Happy Meal.
That's cool.
What is
6-piece
he giving
nugget.
that happen? Yeah.
What's in a Happy Meal these days?
So you get a cheeseburger, nuggets, French fries, a very small French fries, apple slices or a Go-Gurt, and a choice of juice,
The hell
milk.
is a Go-Gurt?
It's a tube of yogurt.
What are the toys these days?
Yeah,
Do they
what are
get
the toys?
Play-Doh
Colorful character
anymore?
on it, so
They,
kids will eat
they
it.
still rotate through. I have no idea what the current toy is, but they still have their partnerships with movies and TV shows. I'm sure it's some sort of. Oh no! Right now it's the Halloween bucket. It's
Oh,
the trick or treating bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Did
whatever
you-
the
Did you see the Beanie Babies docu-series?
no.
They had a whole thing. Highly recommended.
Is that the Halloween bucket?
I saw the
probably something like
dramatic movie version.
Well, that's
it.
what I mean. That
With
doc.
Zach Galifianakis. That was freaking
Yes.
awesome movie.
It was awesome because they had the whole thing with McDonald's and how when the Beanie Babies or the little beanies, whatever
Yeah.
they called them,
Baby
We're-
beanies.
So he,
baby beanies.
so I actually worked with him, if you can believe it.
With Zach.
Wow.
Fun.
Ty
Wow.
Warner.
Oh, with Ty. He's
Oh.
psycho.
Oh.
I met him when I was doing PR, and one of my clients was the Four Seasons in Manhattan, and he owned that. And he was in the middle of redesigning the rooftop with IMK.
Oh.
I think.
Cheers. Cheers.
Unfortunately, as soon as they got their fortune back, they put it into Trump NFTs. So
Oh, my
NFT.
God.
Even the
That
baby knows that's not a good thing.
I never understood the NFT craze. I just never.
I understood it to be a scam.
Right.
right away.
Exactly.
But how?
Yeah,
So
We
wait.
have a
I
producer
don't
named
actually own the picture. I
NFT.
only own a number that represents something that's affiliated with this picture, but anyone can just print out this picture, right? Is that what you're telling me? So weird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, really.
The Bored Ape, Justin Bieber's Bored Ape NFT valued at $1.3 million in 2022, now worth around $60,000. The question I have is, why is it still worth $60,000?
It doesn't seem worth that much. Still, it's insane.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be worth. It shouldn't even be worth $6.
I thought you were going to bring up that Justin Timberlake was upset with Britney again.
I just finished the audio book because I've had a lot of driving lately, so I listened to the
Yeah?
audio.
How was it?
She's really sad.
Yeah.
Like that was
Wow.
she
I
put it
would
all
bet.
out there in the book. All of it.
There is
Family.
nothing I could care
Who
about.
who did she cheat on with?
Oh, she didn't say
one
that
thing
she-
you care about less the quality of the show.
But you
I know. We're going right
like a
now.
child. Like she
This show is very scary right now, talking about Britney Spears drama. It's very horrifying.
he brought it up. I did.
I brought it
I
up.
just admitted to
Oops,
to the
you
audio.
did it again.
Oops, Craig did it again.
Another one too. Who's the other- Jada Pinkett Smith. Who cares?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
God.
follow any of that Hollywood stuff. I liked it back in the classic days of Mary Hart on Entertainment Tonight. You know,
That's not classic. I would say classic days were Errol Flynn, Humphrey Bogart,
Well, that was
John
before my
Huston.
time.
Well, everything's before your time, okay?
That's true. I am so youthful.
You are Shaggy G.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, here's a good one talking about bagels in California and New York City. This is the top headline on Yahoo News right now.
A
A man from California got called out and
Yeah.
denied after he asked for a scooped bagel in New York City. He said the backlash has not changed his preference at all.
Dad,
I'm not really sure why this is a problem.
It's
I'm-
not a big
I'm-
deal. So many people scoop out the
Mario,
stuff
what's
in the
your
middle.
favorite bagel?
So many people scoop the bagel, one, and two, bagel shops actually charge extra for it now because they can.
Yeah.
So now you're getting less for more. And
Dad,
true
can I go
American
on
life.
the trampoline
Yes,
until
go,
you
go,
get...
go.
Hey, real quick, Foxy
Oh,
Mario.
Fox, come back. Ms. Jess has a question for you.
Foxy Mario, do you have a favorite bagel?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Oh, you like the strawberry cream cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you put that on a cranberry bagel or a blueberry bagel?
What's your favorite bagel?
I like an everything bagel with cream cheese, tomato, and lemon pepper and avocado.
Oh, I have a great bagel shop for you to come have that over here.
I'm
Actually, I
in.
have several.
No, I'll come visit. I'm in. Yes.
Now I will say this, as I said, the pizzas in the suburbs is better than Manhattan. It is the other way around. The bagels in Manhattan are much better the suburban bagels.
So Corning used to have like what we called our studio, like in like, I don't know, downtown, right? And so I'd stay at the Sheridan in Tribeca, and the bagel shop just like 2 doors down was amazing. I was like, these are the best bagels ever. But he's like, Jess, it's just New York bagels.
Yeah, but they are. They're great.
They were so good.
Bagels,
me
the
so
bagels in the
happy.
burbs, they're not, and they're good, but they're not nearly as good as the ones you can find in Manhattan.
Yeah, but I could go get a bagel and you know and a schmear for $3.50 at the bagel shop near me. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, the bagel prices aren't even bad in Manhattan. They're only about $4.25 if you want a
Wow.
a bagel with
No, I
butter
think-
or cream cheese.
yeah.
It's not bad.
I get my like full bagel with like a coffee and out the door like.
Well, no, what
$6.
Jess just described is probably a $10 bagel. Let's
Oh yeah,
keep
that
it in
is.
perspective. We're talking about a bagel with butter or cream chease here.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
talking about the bagel with avocados and bacon,
Tomato,
and
lemon,
tomato.
pepper.
I'm basically just creating a monstrosity of a sandwich.
Jess, have you ever had a real New York breakfast sandwich? Bacon and egg on a roll?
Bacon
Not
and
on
cheese.
a roll.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll?
Not on a roll. No.
Oh, you
I've
gotta
done
have
it on a bagel.
Yeah, you got to have it on a Kaiser roll. That's a real
Have it
New
on a
York
roll.
City sandwich. Yeah.
Chocolate too.
Oh,
And it's
Greg
not-
just
it's not-
delivered chocolate. He wants
And
to keep me
It's
here
not
longer.
bacon, egg, and cheese. It's one word: bacon, egg, and cheese.
Right, bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah.
And what
Love
now?
it.
Here's the real question: what does SPK mean?
David, you've never sounded better. I can't hear a thing.
Or- you know what SPK means, Glenn. You have to.
When you
SPK?
say it, I'll be like, oh, yeah.
Salt,
I
pepper,
don't-
ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
I-
That's sorry. The wing is
Ew.
cutting off my circulation.
It's something disgusting.
Salt,
I never get
pepper-
ketchup on those things. I think that's a little too sweet.
You know, he eats
I
hot
don't,
dogs.
I don't either, but you know that's the first question they ask: salt, pepper, ketchup.
Ew.
What's that?
You know that's the first question they ask: salt, pepper. Oh, see, it's not just me. It's not just me.
It's beautiful women.
I love to see that
There.
people are watching and entertaining.
Thank you.
Durain Lalani is the best. And you know what, Durain? You should talk to Jess about putting fiber to all the rooms in all the Westmont hotels across the planet.
Yes, we're great with renovations. We just did the Wigwam in Arizona, which if
Wow,
you guys
that's
have-
cool.
Wow. That's a
Oh,
classic.
Is that still pyramid? Is that still pyramid that manages
It's
that?
pyramid. I don't even know if I'm allowed to
Oh,
announce.
goodness. That's
Oh,
me.
great.
Look
Here
at
we
that.
go. If I get, if
There's
I
Glenn.
Jackie.
no, I'm good with that one. Oh, Foxy's back. Hi, Foxy.
What was the question, Jess?
Oh, go ahead. No,
What's
go
your-
worry.
No, I was asking you. You were saying something about the wigwam.
Oh, the wigwam. So we use I told us I wasn't gonna do this, but my product. We used a clear track product at the wigwam, which is, they're like casitas all
Right.
over like acres of land.
Yeah.
And they did a renovation. They didn't have to cut open their walls because we were able to just take fiber to every room, and
That's cool.
Love it. Love it.
it was cool. Well, but the Arizona Cardinals came in for their training camp or whatever
Yeah.
during the summer. And they were hooking up their gaming consoles, and they were able to get all the bandwidth and stuff they needed to do their gaming.
Hey, it's important for athletes to get all their gaming.
You know,
in.
so we
What if they're
delivered.
playing that new Mario game that Dave was talking about?
I'm sure they were also doing other things.
Yeah.
If they have the Nintendo Switch, they could be.
Madden.
Yeah.
Right.
I
It's
meant
already.
Madden.
See, here's the problem. We getting on the show late. I feel like I just started, but we're already finishing.
I know.
We
You wanna
are.
run
We
it?
just opened up another bottle of champagne, so just keep it running. Don't
Everybody can
worry
drop
about
off.
that. Al.
Well,
Oh.
you guys can stay. I have to go
Yeah,
attend.
yeah.
I've got to go see my son. I got to go see my son in his orchestra performance
All right.
tonight.
Have
So
fun, guys.
let's
Okay.
move to this. All right, Jess, go for it. Plug away.
Plugapalooza. I work for Corning. I'm in their optical communications division. We take fiber to the guest room to enhance your connected experience. You want your phones, your tablets, your everything to work. I can make
Yep.
it happen.
And
Right.
you get rid of that bulkhead with all the copper.
You don't need big bundles of cable anymore with fiber,
Yeah.
and it future proofs you.
Love,
Love
it.
it.
And I'll
Awesome,
be at
Dave.
Click. Make sure you go to Click in March.
Jessica's on our panel for Pips Construction and Tech.
Nice. Awesome. Dave,
Can't
you
wait
got
to see you
anything?
there. Yeah, like we said in the top, or I guess top of my show, halfway through your show. Make sure you check out the Tuesday episode of No Vacancy Live to see all of the information about Eastern State Penitentiary haunted houses. And guess who was the co-host?
Exactly.
That guy.
So you know it was a really good episode.
Yeah, we had to record. That show at night, and Anthony couldn't make it because he was traveling. But
Nice.
Will Foxy be
He
there?
didn't invite me. Damn.
yeah,
Fox will not be there. Craig, listen, Craig. We already had enough spookies on the show. We didn't need to add more. Okay.
Hey, you got my my plug? You got that
shit.
graphic?
Yeah, I do
Oh.
actually. Hold on one sec. Give me a sec. It's almost
boy.
here.
We're giving
Oh,
you a
boy.
couple. 3,
It's
4,
coming.
5,
It's
6.
coming.
Here it
This
comes.
is how we stall.
this is
It's
how we
right.
do it.
There we go. Hey, Loan Makers Forum. You want to meet lenders that are still closing deals that can fund your refinance, fund your possibly your construction loan. I've got them for you. We've got at least 16 lenders at the Loan Maker Forum Luncheon Expo, November 8th at a very good friend's Westin Carlsbad Resort, and that would be Mark Chrissy. It's a great hotel. It's a great event. Come join us. We also have a special discount code for our viewers and listeners tonight, and that would be, you ready? Write this down. Are you ready?
He's
We're
looking at
ready.
the notes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. FNA for fuck, not again, Craig. And Craig is the second part of it. So FNA Craig, all uppercase, and you'll get a 25% discount.
Beautiful.
Bye.
Lynn, what's your plug?
Dad, did you hear that?
All right.
That was
I'll say,
Uncle Glenn. Uncle Glenn said that, not Uncle Craig.
And now that everybody thinks I look so pretty, maybe my plug will be I'm going to go watch Glenn or Glenda, the famous Ed Wood movie, and make some serious decisions. So that's what I'll be up to next. That aside, come see me November 8th. We'll be at the Darkness to Hope Charity Golf Tournament brought to you by AdCom. I'll be the master ceremonies to the Reunion Resort. I want to thank the Reunion Resort people for helping do that event. Reach out to me on that. Nikki, thank you so much. If you're watching out there, Nikki Fox for sponsoring a
Nice.
hole. Really appreciate that. I want to thank my friends Pizzeria Uno's for sponsoring the beverage carts so you can be able to get some free deep dish pizza. Hopefully that won't ruin your game while you're out there. Should be a fun week. Week after that, I'll be at the Birch Street's annual conference. I'll be there speaking at the customer conference. At the end of November, I'll be appearing at the Nevada Hotel Lodging Association's Tech Summit Day at Blackfire Innovation Studios. Looks like Jess may be
I'll
over
be in the
there.
audience. I might be on the
Yeah.
panel.
Can I go with you?
I don't know. And then December 28th and 30th, I'll be at Madison Square Garden seeing fish. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing for the rest of the year.
How much is it to sponsor a hole, Glenn?
I think $1,000.
Count me in. I'll sponsor one.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Halloween. I hope you have a ghoulishly good time. And we'll see you next time right
Bye,
back here
Fox.
on the one and only Friday Night Audit.
Bye, Mario.